wrong way. Go! Friends, look. Blink. I used to do martial arts. Getting large and in charge, man. What do we like? Happy animals here at the old camperoo. What's going on, everybody? As you know, the blackthroats are going to be getting a new house, but I'm a little concerned because check this out. Very jungly, not a lot of sun when we hit our fall solstice where the equinox happens. We're not getting as much sun during our cooler months. And that concerns me because these guys like to bask in full sun. So today we're going to make some modifications to Inky's old habitat in with the blue iguanas in the lizard complex, and basically we're going to dress it up the best we can for rock monitors, and they'll temporarily get to live in there so that when we finally do the permanent rock monitor enclosure, they'll go into that and grow to be close to 8-foot long lizards. But let me show you what we're going to do. So check this out. And I also have some other news, which is sad news, as we make our way over to the new enclosure. Sadly, the baby rhino iguana that we were nursing back to health died. And what had happened was there was a mass. I felt a hard mass in his stomach. So whereas we thought that the animal did not have any issues within his stomach, it turns out he did. And so sadly, there was just something that we weren't able to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and just bury that little guy soon. Another bummer is, of course, our caiman eggs never hatched. They were not fertile. So such is life, you know, it's kind of a bummer. So I just want to let you guys know that happened to that little lizard, so you wouldn't ask me.
Matt is bummed out about
Matt
this.
is bummed. I thought with that video we'd have some hope, and there was some, but unfortunately he had something going on internally that I just couldn't see, and it's very difficult to, you know, treat a baby lizard. So it was sink or swim sometimes in these situations. If the animal pulled through, then great, but unfortunately he did not. Now this is where we're going. So during the day they are going to get more sun, okay? And right now, here's what I want to do. I'm going to clean up this. I'm going to trim this back. I'm going to trim these plants back. We're going to set up some new caging. Well, new cage furniture, okay? Different logs, a different water bowl. They don't need a water bowl to really soak in. We're going to add some more of our Fluker reptile right here. This stuff is great, so we're going to use these 2 bags, kind of freshen things up. I love that the pine needles fall on this, but what's great is even if I take my leaf blower, I can blow all this off, and we'll be able to get more sunlight because the sun's now further in the south, and when we get the noontime sun, it's going to hit right in here. But I'm also going to make some shelves where they can bask up on the shelves. Plus it's probably a little bit more room for them, and we're going to use Inky's old hide box as their heated shelter. So we got to get moving, and that's what I'm about to do right now. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to trim away at this stuff, and we're basically just going to cut it back.
This has been overgrown for a bit.
Yeah, you know, and it's better for an animal like Inky, to be perfectly honest, because that's more of a jungle lizard. But these guys are a little bit more of an animal that lives in a drier environment. So let's try to pull this out. I wonder if our iguanas down here will eat this stuff. Let's see. Let's see what they do. You never know.
These guys are crazy.
They're crazy, but they may like that. This will grow again. I don't want to rip it totally out because I kind of enjoy the fact that there's plants growing in here. But I just want to make sure, look, it's growing right through the...
I feel like the plants bring together the, when we are building an enclosure, the plants are usually one of the last things to go in, and it feels like it's real once you put that in.
Yeah, definitely. It's like the finishing touch, right?
Yeah, that, and, get that and water.
Yeah, I'm gonna finish that, get rid of that fern.
Some dripping water and some plants.
Oh yeah, we'll have that. Don't you worry, Matt. And this is gonna be a kind of a, you know, luckily I have this here, you know, I have this cage here. It's a nice cage, and I had the foresight to kind of change things out here years ago to create this little habitat, and it works out really good. So let's just do this. See, we trimmed that back,
What's at the bottom? What is
it's plastic. It's PVC board at the bottom of this. See that?
What's the fill? Is this just mulch?
It's reptibark,
this is reptibark,
pine,
right.
pine needle. We have some gravel. That's the first layer for drainage.
That's what I was
So
asking.
there's gravel, there's this pine, and yeah, I'm gonna smooth things out. I guess what I'll do next is let's get, I want to fill some of these low spots in, and that's where the reptibark's gonna come in handy. Yeah. So
This is where her. Wait, what was here?
That was her water bowl.
Oh yeah.
That was like kind of her makeshift water area. But the cool thing is this is their heat pad. That's gonna go back inside the hollow log that we got from Aquascape, but I'm gonna keep pulling these
that we have repurposed like 6 times.
6 times. But it's a fantastic item.
And it wasn't even meant for that. It was supposed to be like a pump cover or something.
Exactly, but it works well.
Oh, you had a little divider in here.
Yeah, I had. They're actually, this used to be like three cages.
Nice.
But I think I just love space.
Yep.
For the animals, so I always make space for them. But yeah, we're just gonna do this. I'm pulling out any. Look at what's crazy is worms have gotten up here. How did the worms get up here? Probably little eggs in some of the mulch. Yeah. All right, I'll get up.
Watch your head.
This is always tricky, man. But this is where being flexible comes in handy. See, I just want to get up in here, get dirty and mush it around. We got millipedes. Who knows, maybe the lizards will appreciate that and they'll eat it. She was digging, they'll dig here too. Some of the border has been wrecked. Just get dirty. Look at all these worms though. These are gonna be great. I can come up here, get these worms for my Chinese box turtles. Or some of the snake necks too would like to eat that stuff.
Oh yeah?
Oh yeah. All right, we're just gotta not be afraid of mud and dirt. You see, we're just doing this. And we're gonna have a smaller water dish, which is nice because easier to clean. These guys aren't water monitors, they're rock monitors. Now, obviously, because we're elevated and I don't have the same level of support, I don't want to put too much stone up here. That'd be just too heavy. So I don't want to create a situation where this collapses on me. That would be a bummer. I'll tell you what, would you do me a big favor, buddy? Would you grab me a bag of that awesome Fluker reptibark? Might as well start with the substrate. Pour it out here. This just freshens things up. Freshen up. And of course it'll get wet.
Just like when you mulch your lawn.
That's it. That's
Everything looks new and amazing.
It's amazing, isn't it? Put this stuff over here. I'm gonna have to order some new bags because that's my last bags of it. But I just need a freshener, just a freshener. So here we go. All right, let me get over here.
And you're gonna leave all the pine needles and everything.
Oh yeah, the pine needles, I think they'll
Natural.
just get spread around. I think that looks cool. Let me cut this dead one. There we go. We'll leave this. Plants add something to our habitats. These guys are gonna get in. They are gonna dig. It'll happen. But this is a nice kind of, we could turn this into a more arid foresty floor here. Of course, a part of me, let's thin this out a little bit. I'm gonna thin this out. This grows with a rhizome. I could probably plant that and it would become a whole nother plant. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, that can be planted. Very cool.
That's plenty still left.
Yeah, I think so. The thing is that it's kind of where it's situated, it obscures my vision. So now that I'm thinking of it, maybe I can, yeah, look at this. I can literally,
Without ruining it?
without ruining it, no, it's not ruined. Watch. I'm just gonna pull it out, right? We're gonna do this, okay? But I think if I were to put, I can start it over there. It's not such a big deal.
Where it's not immediately in our way every single time we open the door.
And I'll set it back. And look, I've mixed up some of the gravel. Is it to the surface now? That will come back, definitely. Yeah, I think that's kind of neat. Let's put it over here because this is where the water shoots out. And the soil's pretty darn good over here too. So I think back, kind of in the back area here. See, that's nice soil. I don't think that's a problem at all, friends. Look, boink.
And done.
Pretty much. Hopefully that takes. This stuff's pretty good. So that gives me a nice little planted area. All right, we'll get rid of the rest of this. Again, I don't want to create as much. I don't want to create as much shade. I want this to be less shaded, more full sun for these guys. What do you think, dude?
I think it looks good.
All right.
I'm surprised at how much mass is in here.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's definitely holding some weight, but so far so good. It hasn't collapsed.
Not an issue.
Okay, what I've done earlier is I measured the width. It's about 47.5 inches. We're gonna create some shelves right now. We're gonna go do that, get them set up, put some furniture in here, put a water bowl in here, and then we're gonna move our lizards into here. It should be great. Let's get to work. Okay, so here we are, and we're kind of creating a ramp of sorts for these guys to get on up to their basking platform. What I am looking for are long enough screws to go through this section. I got some screws that were cut off in this little thing here, so I think these will fit. I don't know. But basically, look at this. So it's simple. We're gonna make like a little ladder type situation. Let me see if this screw will fit. I may have to go get some longer ones, but this will give them something to actually, yeah, that works. This will give them something to kind of hold on to. Give them some purchase, I think is the word, right? That's a word. I always wanted to use it, and I think I just did.
You could probably get away with just one screw.
No, I want two because one screw would twist.
Right.
So far, so good.
This is like when you put steps on a tree to get up to a rope swing.
That's it, man.
Same thing.
Same thing, but this is it's a lizard basking platform. And this is gonna make them happy. And what do we like? Happy animals here at the old camperoo. This might split it. Oh gosh, I'm not very good with my grips.
Split your finger.
All right. Yeah, it doesn't have to be. We're just looking to create a cool little vibe in the cage here.
You take pride in your cages, though. I love it.
I do.
You get
if
so
these animals,
excited about it.
Here's the thing. If these animals have to be captive, they might as well live in the best possible way. I dislike immensely when people keep animals that are so majestic and cool and beautiful
in a drawer.
In a drawer. That's just not my deal, man. I don't like that. And so that's why this channel exists. Whatever. I might ruffle a few feathers, but I don't think I care. Nice, here we go.
What else is going in here?
What do you mean?
After the...
Oh, we got to get some water situation happening, and we'll do a little quick plumbing with the funny tube, the poly tube, and the hide box. And then, my friend, they can totally climb that. I think we'll do one more, huh?
That looks great.
It's a little longer, but whatever.
I like also that it is not near the door. This cage is usually so overgrown it's hard to see.
Right.
What was it, inky? Yeah.
It was inky. So right now everything's kind of back. I can kind of I can look and see everything I need to see, which is important. You want to have that functionality as well to make it easy for me to clean or service or know where the animals are. All right, that's very simple. That's all we need, right? Okay. All right. You know what else? I mean, we got that wood there. I can let's throw this stuff down. Yeah, we were using that as a stand. All right, we got that. I mean, I don't know. Do we want, this section, I'll probably not get to it in this video, but there's definitely stuff we can do to create more surface area, you know, like to create a situation where the animal can climb up there and move around, and maybe long poles here, just to increase the surface area. We have all this vertical space. Would you do me a solid, my friend? Would you hand me the hide log?
Yeah, take this.
I will. Cool. Here's Matt. That's what he looks like, in case you guys are wondering. Thank you, sir. Thank you. All right, so we're going to just repurpose this. These guys will be able to fit through that. No prob. No problem.
Oh, this was originally in here. This
That's
was
right.
Ricky's,
This was-
right? We
this
just
was
used it
Yank's.
to carry.
So what I want to do is just take this nice mat, and simply what happens is you just fold it. It folds and just conforms to our thing.
We've
So
done
there's-
this many times.
Yep, so there's heat in there, no problem. I got a little notchy there. And then if I wanted, I just turn this to kind of obscure it. Now the other thing that is kind of good to do with this, since we have, you know, this door was so I could peek in and make sure they're okay. But what I'd like to do maybe, I'm just trying to think. You know, obviously I want access to that to see that they
You want it
made
that
in
far
there.
away from the door?
But the problem is this roll. So what I'll do is this. We're not going to bury it, but we're going to use log. Yeah, this way I can kind of move it without, I used to bury it somewhat into the soil, but we're not going to do that this time around. We're going to use this to kind of prop it up.
Can you still open the door?
I will be able to easily move it and look in when I have to. My concern is just on cold nights, I want to be able to just make sure they're where they should be.
We could leave a screw halfway out, and so you could just, you know, like we do with the tortoises, like with the big tortoise. Don't you screw them in? Don't
Oh
you
yeah, no.
lock them
These guys are pretty smart. They're gonna go in on their own, I think. But being, my thing is, I wonder if they want this. I really should make a latch for this somehow, because I like having this maybe lower, but then the flaps aren't in the right way. No, I guess this is just gonna have to do it, people. That's it. It's like that. May I have another log? I'll prop it between these two logs. Thank you. And then this keeps it from rolling, and it's just simple. Let's get the rest of these logs and just use these logs as
This
like,
is very, very light.
yeah, it's light and rotted. Like, here's a log there. Here's a log here. You know, just stuff for them to climb up and over. I don't care. Just, there you go. There's a log. We got them. Let's use them. All right, that one goes there. Yeah. No, that's actually garbage. All right, cool. So we got this.
Got
And
some-
I think less is more with this enclosure, because remember, it's temporary.
and that thing is going to grow in.
Correct. I am going to ask now for the crate so I can somehow get down.
I'm just going to sit here and watch.
Dude,
This thing has a hole in it, so be careful.
I need the crate. Oh, I used to do martial arts. so
Careful, there's a hole.
there
in
is a
it.
hole.
Yeah, be
There's a
very
hole in my crate. Oh, you hear that
Yeah.
crack? Oh, I ain't as limber as I used to be. All right, now all we need is our water bowl. We're gonna get rid of this stuff. Actually, we'll take the water bowl from their old habitat. Let's pull this out.
What, do they just have a little one like this?
Yep, they just have a little one that gets filled up nice and easy.
So we're good with this.
Yeah.
You want to move the water before we get in?
Yeah, we're gonna get the lizards. We're gonna put the water bowl in.
Looks good. This
Pretty
is
simple, right?
this is a very big.
Very simple. I want them to bask. They can walk around. They gotta hide. Really, it's not.
Great view of the turtle pond.
Right.
Turtle pool.
We can get up here. When I get up here, I'm gonna have to, where's my water? My water drips down from there. But I don't think I like the fact, since we have a smaller water thing, we're gonna need to create a situation where the water goes directly into the bowl.
What's wrong with it?
Well,
What it is?
it's not as accurate.
Oh.
I had a larger thing that was more accurate. So let's get the bowl over here. It'll overflow, feed this plant. We'll water that plant. Let's grab some of this. Well, we could leave that here. We'll get it afterwards. Let's go get a water bowl. I have the poly tube coming up here. We've got this length of it. We're just going to add some length. I'm going to feed it down, and it'll feed our water bowl when the timer comes on, so that I don't have to worry about fresh water every day. It just automatically does it. These are little things that when you start to keep animals outside and you have such a large, I guess, collection,
Yeah, large quantity.
large quantity, it just makes life so much easier. So what we're going to do is...
And you're just using regular irrigation timers, right?
Yeah, that's it. You can buy, in fact, you can see one right down there. Go follow the tubing, stop. Good. Right there, perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
So those are battery operated. They're simple, and they make life a lot easier. Let's do this. Can you feed that? How do we want to do that? Yeah, feed it through at the bottom. Right, straight through. Yeah.
Straight into
all
it?
the way down, the lowest possible one.
Got it.
And then curl it up, and I'll go on the other side, and we'll pull it taut, and then we'll go ahead, keep pulling. Maybe we can just push. And what we'll do is we'll zip tie it, and then that'll like give it as much as you can, buddy.
Let's just pull. I mean, you just want it on the inside, right?
I want it on the inside, and then we'll put it onto the bowl, and then we're done.
You don't want it to.
What's that?
So the water's coming from this end, no?
The water's coming out.
Oh,
of
I
that.
thought you were gonna drip it.
No,
Okay, that's why.
I don't think we're going to drip it. I don't think it needs to drip. I think
So you're taking
pouring
it down. I
directly
got you.
into it is going to be better and more accurate. All right, yeah. So keep. Oh, I wanted to pull it tight. All right, that's fine. I don't think we need to. I'm just talking to myself up here. All right.
We can do whatever. Pull
We
it
can
tight.
do. Well, we can fix it when I get down there.
Yeah.
All right, I'm coming down. Coming down.
How did
Can
you
move
even
this
get up there?
food? Just move that food, dude. I'll just use this thing. Now you might get that fall that you've been always looking for.
I don't want you to fall. I don't want you to. Be careful, dude. You got sandals on.
Oh,
Jeez.
yeah. There you go.
I love it.
All right, awesome.
Back where it belongs.
Let's go inside. Ooh. Oh, you know what? Ow! Ooh. One of these looks cool. Let's put one of these in.
Sometimes we just have a ridiculous day.
Ah, yeah, you just stepped on my foot. Now the sandals are not functional. Okay.
Just now.
Yeah, you just
now,
stepped
not
on my
any
foot.
of the times.
I've
the
been
lizards have
screwing
been-
using sawzalls, all that stuff.
We're getting
Oh,
bit by lizards.
You first, me second.
Have any of these gone after your toes?
No, not unless I'm bringing food in. He is a lunatic, though. They are for
Oh,
sale.
this guy.
These guys are for sale.
He's
Just
actually
FYI.
gotten a lot better.
Yeah,
He's
he
much
has.
less nuts,
Yeah,
and he's, I feel like he's more social. To me, he is.
You don't say. Well, you know it's getting dark. Daylight savings. Pain in the neck. All right, look, that's all. I just wanted to pull it in, and I guess we just need the water bowl.
Let's go get it,
Let's get it.
and then we'll be done.
Yeah, we'll get the lizards too. Okay, it's late in the day. I hope these lizards come out. Let's see. Here's a water bowl. All right, we'll scrub that later.
Take that.
You'll take that.
Take the other one. It's clean right there.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Both of them.
Why not? Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Here he comes. Holy
Oh,
smokes.
he's quick.
Very, very quick lizard.
Where's the other one? Before you get your hands on it.
There's one lizard.
He's okay with it.
Yeah, oh, he's real okay with it. We're just gonna hide that lizard there. And this lizard here. Oh, gotta pull. You gotta pull. Come here, Bubba. They are huge, man.
They are so grippy.
They are grippy. Oh, there we go. Ah, gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, yeah.
Got him?
Sure do. Don't they sound great? It was a little bit rough, but they're okay. These guys are actually, so far, I have not, they are in range to bite a nipple, which would be
They definitely are.
not good. But this is awesome. I love these two. We're gonna just set them up temporarily. Anyway, look, this one's just totally relaxed.
Chilling.
Yeah, this one's a little feisty, but I hope they'll fit inside that little thing. I think they will. Oh, look, is his mouth open? All right, let's get in there. Stop playing around because he's wiggling out. He's wiggling. Wiggle it. Just a little bit. Owie. Oh, come on, man. Oh, he's opening.
Dude, I'm doing the best I can here. We got a lot going on.
I got a lot going on. Of course, you didn't leave the one I wanted open.
I gotta
There's a
shut
lizard.
that door.
Yeah, it's the wrong way.
Oh,
Get over here. Get over there.
Oh my god.
Jeez Louise.
Oh my god.
You're raking. There we go. Okay.
Well, that was a good catch.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right.
Wow. Here, I'm gonna put these up there, and then I'm gonna open this door, or maybe not.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you want to do that. All right. I think the best. I'm gonna get in there
Yeah.
because I've got to set this water up.
There they go. They're settling down.
Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. These guys, they know I love them.
He almost got out.
Yeah, he sure did. He would have had a hell of a time with that blue iguana.
Yeah.
They would have been rolling.
Okay, so what are you up to?
All right, what am I up to? Well, probably the best way to do this would be to cut this, back it out a little bit, come higher, and then have it drip right into this.
Perfect. Okay.
Okay, so you'll have to go on the outside. This is what I need. Cut this. I'll cut this. And then I'll handle the camera. Hi guys, so we're just gonna set this water up. We just wanna back this hose out, bring it up. So back the hose out a little bit, I'm gonna feed it, you'll feed it down through here. If you know what I'm saying.
I think you want it through
Yeah, like through both. Just go sideways. There you go.
If you go a little, oh, you want it to come
Yeah,
through? Okay.
look at that. So now what I do for my next trick is to totally secure it. I'm gonna hand you one of these. You'll feed it back to me if you don't mind.
You don't want it to trickle in like this? Or you know what I mean?
Well, I think they can knock it out. You see how it curves? So the closer I get to the bottom.
Why don't we just put it right there?
Through where?
Like right here.
Go ahead.
All the
Okay.
way to the bottom?
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah, that's good.
Like this, and I can zip tie it right here.
All right, as long as they're, yeah, that's fine. I
What's
like
your
it.
concern?
That they knock it out, but they won't if it's zip tied. Hi, big lizard. Let me shut this. There we go. They're getting big, huh?
Yeah.
These guys are definitely getting large and in charge, man. They are something, these lizards, though. So cool. All right, and I'll do one on my side that's pointing it down. Give it a good tidy. And I'll just, I guess that'll work. Now, do me a favor. Go to that timer that's right there and press manual. Here we go. We got some water happening. Let's see. Now watch. I just want to make sure. I might have to tie it down because water's going to come out. There it is.
You can zip tie it to this corner.
Yeah, but look, it seems to be.
Oh, perfect. Look at that.
Now they'll move this. That's the thing. They can move it, but it's not the end of it.
Watch this.
Pull it out a little. There you go.
Here, look at it. I can zip tie it here and it'll hold it like that.
Alrighty. Oh, these guys are something, huh? Big brutes. You're a big brute. I want them to find that hide. They should still fit. I think they will fit in that hole. If not, I can just do this for the night. Yeah, this way they, you know, they know to look at it, look for it rather.
Perfect.
That's awesome. We got water, people. We are done. We finished. Let me just prop this up, maybe with this. I mean, that's simple. This way they'll go into there, they'll feel it. Is that plugged in, by the way?
Which one?
That plug coming out of this cage?
No, it is not.
Can you plug it in for me, buddy? I love having someone helping me, man. I used to have to do a lot of running around. All right, come on back over. We're done. Let's get this stuff out of here. This is awesomeness. Let me show you guys what's going on with these reptiles. So they're just kind of investigating a new area. We're gonna have a lot more sun for them. It's bigger, it's cleaner, it's just less busy. And this buys me some time because it won't be till early next year before my friends at customcages.com are able to get things figured out. Like I said, this water's just gonna overflow. Very, very nice. They'll find their water source. They've got a heat source. They got a shelter. And all is good in the world of the black-throat monitors, Whip and Diva. What's that?
They are big.
They're getting big.
They are getting big.
They kind of need this. I'll tell you what, let's get some chicken. I got some chicken thawed out.
Let's do it.
All right.
Here, you hold this.
I'll go grab the
whole
chicken.
bag.
Yeah, and there's some tongs on the barbecue. Not the kind of tongs to cook with, but it's a long story, trust me. We're not cooking with red line tongs. But look at these guys. Totally secure in here. There's no way out. These guys have definitely got a new spot. I'll tell you what, I am going to get motivated and I am going to make a kind of shelf here. We're getting close to dusk, so I didn't want to be working too late, but we'll get another shelf, so there'll be a his and hers shelf, or if they want separation, they can have it. Maybe I can do it angled, you know, the sun will be shining through here. Like I said, I'm going to pull a lot of this pine needle out. We can blow it out, so that should be good. In the meantime, perfect. We got the tongs. Would you mind terribly grabbing that?
Maybe I shouldn't put the whole bag in there.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Let's see what happens.
Here, I'm going to hold this outside.
Again, it's possible they're not going to be hungry.
Yeah, Yeah, I doubt it. Definitely not hungry.
Nah.
No, they don't want it.
Oh my God. Where's the other bag? Where's the bag?
It's right here.
Oh, I need to get these guys fed. We got to get one for this guy.
Could you get any closer to the camera?
Look at that.
Oh, came right up and over on this.
Yeah. That's awesome, huh?
Yeah, these guys are great.
Yeah, these guys are supremely confident animals. So they're you know, they'll eat and do their thing. You hungry for more?
You know what else is cool is we can see them so much better now. This
Yeah.
is great.
Look at that. We got room. Room is key. Look at the shed too. They're shedding, man. I love these lizards. My buddy Jerry gave them to me. Follow him at Wolf's World on Instagram and on YouTube. He's got a lot of monitors up there in Okeechobee. So we're gonna give them 3. Gosh. These guys are from Africa. They get about 7 feet long, maybe a little bit bigger. They are rock monitors. They are the black throat monitor. They're related to savannas. They're related to the white throats. But these are the largest of that genus. Isn't that great?
I can't believe he just took 3 in a row like that.
Yeah. We got to get this other one some food. Come here. I love your sound effects.
I know. I was just going to say.
Here she comes. We're going to get her over here. Watch this. Get her over here. Come here. Come over here.
Let's not get her out the door like last time.
There she goes.
We got lucky on that catch.
There she goes. Got the head. Goes down easy. Once you get the head.
Look at that.
Once you get the head, the rest
So
is easy.
she's got 2, he's got 2 or 3?
This is her 3rd coming up.
And he already had 3.
He's got 3, so I think that's going to be enough.
Look,
for
it's
today.
barely down her throat and she's looking at the next one. Here, see if we can get him up there. Get her up there. You don't want them together.
Well,
either.
I don't know if they'll.
Yeah.
Here she goes.
Yeah, I got you.
There you go.
I can't believe I'm not getting slapped.
No, these guys are awesome, man. Oh, speaking of devil, as soon as you moved, he slapped you. That's so cool. Oh, get it, sweetie. Well, there you go, my friends. A quick, simple job done today because we had a need. And because I have been moving animals around, we've got now more space for these 2, which is fantastic. I think they're amazing animals. I absolutely love them. They're becoming some of my favorite lizards. And whenever you have a lizard that grows large, you have to be prepared to kind of move them to what is best for them. So we've got them out of a dark kind of jungly area and into an area that's going to get more sunlight, which is going to mean better thermoregulation, better digestion as we head into our winter months here in Florida. So I'm pretty excited. Love monitor lizards of all kinds, and the black throat monitors are truly some of the most magnificent. And thank you so much for watching. Thanks to Matt for helping me film and for helping me build this thing. It's really helpful having another hand here. And wow, can you believe it? They are getting huge. I can't wait to see how big they're going to be in another 3 years. They'll be monsters. Hopefully, they'll be breeding. All right, guys, I better get these chicken out of here. Ooh. Oh. And I better get out of here, too. See you guys.